All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the head apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in all truth and sincerity. I want to do a quick little video concerning the statement that Putin, Russian President Putin, claimed and said. I believe this was yesterday. Okay, February 5th. All right, so that was actually today. As you see on your screen, it says Russia can destroy the U.S. in 1 hour. Putin, Ali brags. All right, now let's go down in this article, and I'll put the link in the description box if YouTube will allow me. And Salaki for all these pop-ups. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me see if I can remove it. All right. Yeah, like I said, I'll put the link in the description box if YouTube will allow me to these articles. It says Russia would be able to destroy the U.S. in 1 hour. A prominent Kremlin propagandist has said in the latest bellicose threat from the country's state-controlled media as the war in Ukraine rages on. Quote, "We are the only country in the world that can destroy the United States in 1 hour." It says the editor of the Russian state-backed broadcaster RT said in a clip of a Russian state television broadcast posted. Okay, and then we know that to be spiritual. Okay, because that 1 hour, all right, the scriptures speak of that 60 minutes, that 1 hour, that speedy riddance of the destruction of America that's going to come by the way of those intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. Let's skip down a little bit. It says the Russian state television frequently broadcasts inflammatory content and has repetitively alluded to nuclear confrontation with the U.S. and who controls that Russian television broadcasting system. All right. The Russian government. Putin and various other leaders and influential characters. Okay, so they're feeding that to their people that, hey man, we have the capability to take out the so-called uh, 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 you know great landmass and establishment and government of the United States of America. Okay, it says a key ally of Ukraine in its war against Russia, relations between Washington and Moscow have been strained through the nearly 2 years of war, with few prospects for an end to the conflict or rapprochement. Okay, so there you have it, man. All right, you got Russia bragging that they can take out the United States of America in 1 hour with the technology that they have, the nuclear capabilities that they possess. Okay, and ultimately they were given these capabilities by the Most High Yahweh. All right, like the scripture states. All right, let's go to Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 18. It says, "Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land." Okay, so America is going to be destroyed very, very quickly. Okay, once these nuclear missiles hit this place, it's not going to take long for the fire, the radiation, okay, the smoke, that 100 million degrees Celsius to turn this place into a lake of fire. And these nations are already proclaiming the high speeds of their nuclear warheads or their nuclear missiles. All right, so really, it would only take 15 to 20 minutes for these missiles to get over to this place, man. All right, let's go to Revelation 18. Let's get some scriptures concerning the time lapse of the destruction of Babylon. This is Revelation 18, and let's start verse 9. It says, "Therefore," verse 8, Salakia, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, because these other nations are actually going to witness, okay, the destruction of America burning by various means. All right, from the satellite systems they have in place, they're actually going to be, be able to visually see this place being destroyed by the missiles that they have shot off, as well as the smoke that's going to travel the globe, and people are going to witness and see and smell and taste. All right, the uh, the destruction of America, man. Okay. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So 1 hour, 60 minutes, all right? 3,600 seconds, man. And this place is going to come to naught. And it's took a matter of years, and it's took time for this place to be built up, which ultimately has been built up off the backs of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But it's coming down very, very fast, all right? Let's go down. Let's skip down to verse. I believe it's verse 19. Slacky, verse 17. This is Revelation 18 and 17. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught." So in 1 hour, all these buildings, these businesses, all right, these attractions, Las Vegas, okay, New York City, all these monuments, all right, all these things that are set up in this place, the infrastructure, okay, and the land mass itself is going to be completely obliterated, all right, in 60 minutes or less. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning." So, the destruction of this place is going to be witnessed, you know, all across the globe. That's why the scriptures say the day of the Lord is going to be a darkness and no light in it, you know. And one of the reasons it's going to be like that is because the smoke of America and various other parts of the earth, are going to hit the hit the upper skies and travel around and blot out the stars, blot out the sun, blot out the moon. Okay, and you're also going to have, Yahweh Shai when he returns, man, on that giant chariot, with the angels. Okay, which are also going to add more darkness, all right, to the earth. It says, it says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. So in 1 hour, this place is going to come to naught. All right. Let's go to Malachi chapter 4. This is Malachi 4 and 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And that's the day. That's the day of the Lord. All right. That's the day of that great day of destruction, man. All right. When those arrows are going to be shot off in the masses over here, you know, over here to America, man. It's gonna be overkill over here in Babylon. They're not gonna save any missiles, man. You know, they're shooting everything they got. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So heavy destruction is going to take place. So there's not going to be a tree left standing. There's not going to be uh, a stone left on top of another, man. This place is going to be completely obliterated. And when the smoke and the fire settles, it's going to be a desert land. All right. Let's go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Let's go down to verse 23. It says, I will also make it Let's start in verse. Let's start in verse 21. Salakia. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. Because ultimately, the so-called white man's about to be taken out of power. All right, he's about to lose his rulership position. Okay, and he's going into slavery under the hands of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's never going to rise up again. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and the son, nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it, with the bosom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord's going to sweep through this place, man. All right, he's cleaning house. All right, and he's doing that by the way of that thermonuclear fire that's going to come by the way of the intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right, now let's go to Isaiah, the 26th chapter, man. Okay, let's go down to verse 20. It says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. And this is concerning the elect, those chambers of the chariots, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment. That little moment, that 60 minutes, man. That 1 hour, okay? Until the indignation be overpassed. That word indignation means righteous anger. Till that nuclear destruction takes place, man. Okay? It says, until thy indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. And Lord willing, we're part of that elect number to witness the destruction of this place through the windows of the chariots, man, through that glass floor of the chariots. It's actually, and we're gonna be up close. We're not, hey, when we receive those spiritual bodies, Lord willing, and we're in the chariots, man. Hey, the chariots ain't gotta be super high in the sky or the heavens, okay? You know, hey, those chairs can hover down low and get real close to the fire, man. Damn, near be in the midst, and be, we be able, Lord willing, we're part of that number to witness. These people burning, man. Witness America on fire. All these skyscrapers, these high buildings, melt to nothing, man. Now let's get the precept on that. Let's go to Proverbs 29. Let's go down to verse 16. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. All right, and the wicked have been multiplied, and transgression has increased. All right, wickedness has been set up on high. Everything's been turned upside down. Everything's out of its course. The whole earth is in mourning because of who's in the rulership position. All right, it says, but the righteous shall see their fall. All right, and Lord willing, we can, witness the destruction of, America, the fall of Esau, Edom, and also you other nations as well, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are wicked and refuse to repent. All right, burned up in that lake of fire. Let's go over to Revelation, the 9th chapter, real quick. Let's go down to verse 15. It says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for 1 hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Because the Lord has angels holding back, that destruction. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Okay, so there's going to be a large number of nuclear warheads that are shot off over to this place. And also, on a side note, nuclear missiles are going to be shot off at these other nations as well. Okay, but the Earth as a planet is not going to be completely destroyed or completely obliterated like these so-called Christians like to push. Verse 16, and the number of the Slaki, verse 17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and adjacent and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, those warheads, because all the power is in those nuclear warheads. Everything else is for propulsion and guidance. All right. It says, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. That's that warhead. Verse 18, by these three, as Slaki, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. That's right. All right. The majority of all these people on the earth are going to be destroyed, okay, by that thermonuclear fire. There's only going to be a remnant, a small number of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are going to be saved from that great destruction. And you're also going to have, different particular, of these elites, ride out or hide out from the destruction that's going to take place, but they're not going to escape their judgment. They're going to be the first fruits of slavery. Verse 19, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Now let's close out on Revelation, the 22nd chapter. This is Revelation 22 and 12. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So, when Yahweh Shah comes, he's coming with rewards, okay? And he's coming with rewards that are good. He's coming with rewards that are bad, so to speak. All right, but everyone's going to receive a reward, okay, according to the works that they've done on this earth. All right. Lord willing, that was edifying. To the next time, Shalom.